centimeters.
Here, go. Go, 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 go. Go, yeah, there's something big right down there. Go.
Run.
Go.
Oh, it's covered in blood. Look at that.
These encounters remind us how small humans really are. Campers are surrounded by lions, a safari truck is tossed by an elephant, and strange sounds echo from the desert at night. In the wild, control is always an illusion. Would you trust your experience, or trust your instincts? Coate is a content creator with a genuine passion for cinematography, and it's not an exaggeration to say that his videos often feel like short films. He shares vlogs and personal moments from his life, but with a level of care and visual quality that makes everything appear cinematic and intentionally crafted. Alongside his vlogs, he also uploads tutorials where he explains some of the techniques behind his work, making his channel one that stands out and is worth exploring. This video was uploaded on April 4th, 2022. Coate and his friends travel to one of the most isolated regions in Oregon, a location known as one of the best places in the world for stargazing due to its complete lack of light pollution. Their plan is simple: to photograph the Milky Way beneath a perfectly clear night sky. What they don't anticipate is that the trip will turn into something far more intense than a peaceful night of photography.
I'm all packed up, heading to Finley's, meeting up with Finley and Theo. We're gonna hit the road to the Alvord Desert. Finley!
Let's go, let's go.
Ready? Dude, I'm so pumped.
I have 8 gallons of water. I think that will be enough.
Dude.
Oh,
Dude, I'm doing good. It's been
since
February.
December.
You did it. Oh, well, you take that one.
You got that one.
I'll be driving.
All right, boys.
I'll take this
You're
one.
driving?
Wait.
Go.
Let's go, boys!
After meeting up, the group spends several hours driving before finally reaching their destination, arriving after nightfall.
This is it. Sup, YouTube? This is the desert.
Dang.
The desert dance. The desert dance.
This is so crazy.
This is crazy.
Guys. We freaking made it.
We did
In
it.
the desert.
Let's go.
There it is.
Freaking go, dude.
Tent. I got a tent.
They settle in, set up camp, and spend the night outdoors beneath an incredible sky filled with stars. It's easy to imagine how memorable it must feel to share moments like this with friends, surrounded by silence and an endless view of the night sky. By the time the night passes, the second day brings unexpected changes. After spending some time enjoying the desert environment, the weather shifts suddenly. The sky, which had been perfectly clear the night before and revealed every star, quickly becomes cloudy and dull, signaling that conditions are changing fast.
This is coming fast.
I don't know if we should be out in the middle of a field.
Root Sandstorm? Look at this! This is terrifying!
This is absolutely freaking bonkers. Look at this.
This is actually Sandstorm.
This is crazy, dude. This happened.
Actually Sandstorm.
Yeah, we need to close
Yeah,
up
we
our
should-
windows
we
and
should,
everything.
like-
Yeah, when you go back down.
Leave it. Leave it.
Dude, we need to put this away, bro.
Dude, put those away. We
Put
don't want to
those
get
away.
struck by the lightning.
It's terrifying, bro.
Not far from their location, a sandstorm begins to form. Realizing it may be heading toward them, they start gathering their belongings as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, the storm reaches them directly, turning the situation into an intense and overwhelming experience as fast-moving sand fills the air, stings their eyes, and makes it difficult to breathe or see clearly.
Oh, we stopped it.
Okay, but we haven't stopped that.
Oh, my
need to
camera's so
go.
dusty.
In our cars.
Fast.
They're like innocents.
This is so insane!
Holy fucking shit!
Yo,
That's your camera! I got cameras!
I'm swallowing so much.
Dude, close the door!
What just happened? What?
Oh my god!
This guy's so dusted.
Dude, that was insane! We were not taking that seriously.
This is really insane. Oh my gosh.
They manage to get inside their vehicles and remain safe, and despite the danger, the footage they capture feels almost unreal, like a dramatic scene pulled from a movie. They are fortunate to have been close enough to their cars to take cover in time. Others who have been caught in more severe sandstorms have not always been so lucky. In extreme cases, people have suffered serious respiratory issues or even died from asphyxiation caused by poor air quality. These incidents are rare, but they are real and dangerous. Coat and his friends make it through the experience unharmed. If you were there, would you trust the weather to stay calm or leave before things turn worse? This next video comes from the Buffalo Overlander, a South African couple who have taken part in many overlanding journeys, the most notable being their long-distance drive in a Land Rover Defender across Africa, Asia, and Europe. Their videos are highly engaging and they are well worth checking out. This video was uploaded on October 4th, 2025. The couple are camping at Impala Thula in Pan Africa when something suddenly appears nearby, forcing them to avoid making any sudden or careless movements.
Yeah, I'm watching. Just stay still. Just stay still. Just stay still. Just don't move.
Being face-to-face with a lion, with no barrier or protection in between, is clearly not a situation most people would ever want to experience. They remain calm and move slowly, and eventually the lion creates some distance, allowing the couple enough time to get inside their truck. However, the encounter does not end there. The lion soon returns, this time accompanied by others.
Not again. We're going to be in here for a long time. They're big, eh? Hear the male calling. You hear the other one calling.
We're still being held hostage in our camper van. Make themselves at home in the shade, just in our campsite. That is the Buffalo Overlander. Follow them on Instagram. Okay, at last we've been able to get out of our truck. Oh, after that lion encounter, it's that time of the evening that we definitely deserve a drink after that. And I think, babe, are you doing the honors?
How's your adrenaline?
Yeah, I'm still shaking.
But you know what, that's what we come here for. But anyway, okay, so it's drink time. Goes to lions in Africa.
That was quite a close encounter.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Longest
That was awesome.
3
That's-
minutes of my life.
The couple find themselves unable to leave their camper, effectively trapped, as several lionesses decide to rest in the shade directly within their campsite. After being confined inside the hot vehicle for several hours following the lion encounter, they are finally able to step outside again as evening approaches. Despite the tension, their adrenaline is still high, a reminder of why they choose to travel and camp in such remote places. It is a remarkably close encounter. The lions appear to be searching for food, but on this occasion, they do not view the couple as prey, which works in their favor. The animals continue to wander through the campsite, inspecting buckets and corners before eventually moving on. It is difficult to understand how the couple managed to stay so composed. It almost seems as if they deal with situations like this every day, but in reality, they are simply highly experienced and know exactly how to respond, handling the encounter calmly and correctly. They even take time to celebrate afterward, showing just how controlled the situation remained. If anyone were ever to find themselves surrounded by lions, an unlikely scenario for most, this encounter demonstrates how such a situation should be handled. And finally, it is impossible not to notice how majestic these animals are. They are powerful big cats, and despite their beauty, they are fully capable of killing a human. This encounter shows how experience, calm behavior, and understanding wildlife can prevent a dangerous situation from turning fatal. If you were in their place, would you stay calm enough to survive? This next video comes from Mac Adventures, a creator with a strong passion for motorcycles and long road trips, documenting everything that happens along the way. Uploaded on October 10th, 2016, this episode turns into a potentially life-threatening situation. They decide to return to a location they had visited before, a place they did not have access to or permission to enter during their first attempt. After pushing their luck once without consequences, they choose to go back again. As often happens when luck is tested repeatedly, the situation quickly begins to spiral out of control. The destination they are trying to reach is Area 51. At the start, a vehicle passes by and appears unconcerned with their presence, giving the impression that everything might be fine. That sense of ease does not last for long.
Guess what, camo dudes? We're back! That is Sniper Hill up there. That is Sniper Hill. I can't believe we had actual camo dudes looking right at us. What if that's because of our video? Okay guys, all your cameras off.
It is?
Yeah, it's mine.
This is on.
When we were here last time, that was about 4 months ago. We put a video up.
During their previous visit, which took place about 4 months earlier, they had uploaded a video. While the warning sign in that footage is difficult to read due to camera movement, a photo taken at the time reveals something deeply unsettling. The sign clearly states that the use of deadly force is authorized. Not long after realizing this, the situation escalates further.
Yours are still off. Whoa. Uh-oh, we got things happening. I know, I am.
Put your fucking hands up.
You got him? I'll pat him down. You got it?
Yeah.
You got anything on you?
Nope.
No, sir.
You're going all the way out here.
We're just adventure travelers. We're just adventure travelers.
There's adventure travelers.
They're down a little alien. They said, come up Stewartwell Road.
Yeah.
Everybody else does.
Yeah, that's what everybody does.
We're turning around to head back to Little Alien for dinner.
We want to get a ruler out and talk about centimeters. We're going to give you guys a chance, okay? Get on your bikes, get the fuck out of here. We'll call Lincoln County and they'll write you each a $750 ticket.
We're just travelers, my bad. All right, let's do it. Oh my God.
The bikers are confronted, and it becomes clear that the response they are facing is serious and prepared to intensify if necessary. They comply immediately, which likely prevents the situation from becoming far worse. They are fortunate to escape with only a financial penalty rather than physical harm. After uploading the video, they encourage viewers to share it widely, claiming they were receiving warnings to remove it. What happened next is unclear, but shortly afterward, the channel stops uploading new content, with the final video appearing 9 years ago. Whether this was due to outside pressure or a personal decision remains unknown. However, they continue to post on social media, confirming that they are still active elsewhere. The encounter serves as yet another reminder of why approaching this area is extremely dangerous. It is heavily guarded, with armed patrols monitoring it on a daily basis, making it a place best avoided entirely. If you saw a warning like that, would you turn back or keep going anyway? A man named Hamza Hashmi from Karachi, Pakistan, was riding his motorcycle along a desert road leading toward Quetta. The ride appeared normal and uneventful until he noticed several people stopped along the side of the road. As he approached them, he was confronted with a situation that instantly sends adrenaline racing.
भैया ना करें ऐसा,
निकालो।
मुश्किल का ज़माना है। बंद कर दूं? ऑफ कर दें, घर वाले कॉल करेंगे।
पैसे दो।
पैसे दे रहे हो। कुछ रास्ते के लिए छोड़ दें, 100-200
वो छोड़ देंगे हम।
When he got closer, the individuals suddenly moved from their motorcycle and stepped directly into his path. Realizing the danger, he attempted to accelerate and pass them, but the presence of an AK-47 immediately removed any chance of escape. There was nothing he could do. His only option was to accept what was happening and cooperate in order to stay alive. After stopping him, the group also intercepted several other bikers coming from behind. One of them managed to get away, which was a rare moment of luck in an otherwise tense situation. Fortunately, while he lost his belongings, he escaped with his life. This encounter makes it painfully clear why many people choose to avoid traveling through remote areas like this. Would you keep riding or turn back knowing risks like this exist? Zakaria is someone who has a strong interest in desert off-roading. He and his friends often travel to Jadu, Libya, to practice driving and share their experiences on social media. One day, while exploring the desert near an abandoned well, he began to hear some extremely unusual sounds coming from deep inside it. Many viewers pointed out that the noises sounded like cats, and that explanation seems reasonable. It genuinely appeared as if multiple cats were inside the well, and at one moment, light can even be seen reflecting from what looks like their eyes. What remains unclear is whether he attempted to help them or chose to leave, assuming the situation might be something more disturbing. It is unsettling to think that someone could have abandoned cats inside a well in the middle of the desert. What is hoped, however, is that there is some way for them to enter and exit safely, and that the sounds were simply kittens calling for their mother rather than animals trapped below. Do you think those were cats or something more unsettling? A group of people were on a safari trip in Hwange, Zimbabwe, watching the wildlife and making an effort not to get too close. However, as shown in this video, they ended up approaching far more than they should have. A group of elephants were calmly standing together when the people disrupted their space. One of the elephants did not react kindly to the interruption. It's hard to understand how the group managed to stay so calm. In many similar situations, people are usually shouting or panicking, but that was not the case here. The elephant lifted the vehicle off the ground and nearly caused it to tip over. The moment almost felt like a warning, as if the animal was telling them to leave and never return. This was a very scary situation. Elephants are powerful animals, and there is no safe way for a person to fight one. Even a quick reaction would not protect you. The best choice is always to keep your distance. This is their home, not ours. When their space is ignored, danger can happen fast. Would you have backed away sooner? Remote Trooper is a channel that explores a wide range of locations, from deserts to historical sites and abandoned buildings, among many other places. The video was uploaded on January 11th, 2025. In this particular video, he takes on something especially intriguing, which leads him to a very unusual location with a potentially disturbing past. He travels into the Las Vegas desert to investigate 10 different anomalies found on Google Earth.
I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're gonna park and go take a look. Somebody was living here or something way back in the day. Totally unexpected. I saw this from satellite imagery and thought it was an old, like, Chinese rock oven or something. California Powder Works, Santa Cruz. I've explained it many times, but it's what they use to blow out the mountains for the railroad. Yeah, this has a whole floor in it and everything. That railroad was completed in 1905. A lot of the stuff we find out here is from the late 1800s or 19th century. Wow. How cool is that? Some animal lives over there, probably a badger or something. Them things are nasty. You gotta watch out for them. Yeah, that's real fresh dirt. Okay, so something doesn't really live in there. It was a coyote digging. That's like an old horseshoe, right? Dude, how cool. That's super old.
After discovering several of these locations, he continues his search, moving deeper into the area. Eventually, he arrives at another site that immediately feels different.
I actually want the thing to have some power, so I'll probably just leave it on the 33s. This is a little weird. Yeah, somebody just dug down a little bit for no reason at all. Stacked up some rocks right there. That's cool. What a weird thing that somebody would build this. It's about 3 feet tall, I guess.
This location stands out as especially strange, with multiple signs suggesting that something unsettling may have occurred there. The area includes a spot that appears to have been dug into a rectangular shape, with a small rock marker placed nearby. At first, nothing seems clearly suspicious. However, what he discovers next adds significant weight to the situation.
Oh, that's a really old belt. Oh, it's gator skin. Dude, what? I just found an old gator skin belt. That's the weirdest thing, isn't it? Yeah, it's right next to this clothing here. It's like an old jacket of some sort. Really see any tags on it or anything. Oh, it's covered in blood. Look at that. Wow. Yep, that's what that is. Super bloody jeans. Let me know if you guys think I should report that. Those jeans looked pretty old, at least a couple of decades, but they could possibly be much older. I don't really know what to do in a situation. I don't want to waste everybody's time, but at the same time, it's part of the video and I don't want to do the wrong thing. So leave a comment if I'm out of line for just leaving the bloody jeans sitting there and continuing on with my day.
He comes across a pair of jeans that appear quite old, likely at least a few decades in age, though they could be even older. Nearby, he finds a gator skin belt buckle along with blood-stained jeans. These items are located next to what looks like a shallow grave marked by stones. Taken together, the scene strongly resembles a possible crime site. It seems likely that the belt and jeans may have belonged to the person who could be buried there. There is not just one clue pointing in that direction, but several, and that combination is difficult to ignore. Because of this, the question of whether a body could be present becomes serious, and whether authorities should have been contacted feels unavoidable. The desert is a known location for criminal activity, and it would not be surprising if this were connected to one of those cases. All of these details together suggest this may not be random and could point to a real crime scene. If you found something like this, would you walk away or report it? The Exploring with Bear team traveled late at night into a remote desert area near the Mexican border. The video was uploaded on July 17, 2024. As they moved carefully through the rocky landscape, they began to notice unusual formations and holes scattered throughout the ground, which led them to stop and investigate the area more closely.
Oh, look at this one. Nothing going on. I'm going to be chucking rocks.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this hole. This is weird. It's like people's been here digging. These are like dug holes. Look at this hole.
You and your fascination with holes.
Yeah. I love them. Look at this one. Whoa. What is doing this?
An animal?
There's tracks in here.
Jerry, don't go in there.
There's a lizard just went scooting up in there.
Oh my gosh.
Before long, they started to hear unfamiliar sounds and noticed movement around them.
Did you hear? Oh, there's sort of a little hole. See these all little weird things all over? What is going on? Whoa.
Come on, Jerry, let's go back, please.
Where'd you hear it from? Over here?
I didn't hear it. I saw it. I saw it move.
You saw it move? Over here?
Yes.
Well, let me go first then. Oh, look. Where'd you see it? Where'd you see it?
Right there.
Right here?
It moved that way.
It moved coming down here? Like where we're going?
Yeah, to the right.
The strange noises seemed to follow their path, staying close as they slowly made their way back toward the vehicle.
Ooh, did I just see eyes? I heard that. Did you hear that? I feel like there's something in here. There's something that moved in here last time we was here. That's right. Right in this thing. Right in there somewhere. Can see houses out there in the distance now. So we're getting back to where we need to be. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, hold on, Duber. Hold on, what was that?
Jerry.
Hold on. Hold on.
Something's following us.
Okay. We're okay. Man, that's like a den. Whoa. That's like a den. Doesn't it?
Something's in there.
Doesn't it look like some kind of den?
There's something following us.
As they continued retreating, distant houses became visible, signaling that they were nearing a safer area.
Oh, what? Man, we're up there pretty high right now. What is that right there? Get your light down there. Like where mine's at. I just seen something big moving down in there. Like right below the, see that edge? It's like right on the other side of that edge. Here, go. Go, 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 go.
Are you serious?
Go, yeah, there's something big right down there. Go.
Run?
Go, go. I don't know if you should run. Just go. Here, let me go. Okay, yeah, go, 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 go. It's like a big black frickin'. I didn't think there was bears out here, but that was big. And look, there's an edge. It could be right, we can't see it. Go, 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 go.
Just as they approached the car, they spotted movement below a nearby ridge, suggesting that something large was moving through the darkness nearby. Fortunately, they reached their vehicle in time and were able to leave the area without incident. The encounter ended safely, but the tension remained clear. To see more unsettling encounters like this one, viewers are encouraged to continue on to the next video. The situation suggests they may have disturbed an animal's territory or crossed paths with something already watching them. If you heard those sounds at night, would you investigate further or leave immediately? Emery House and her friends were visiting Utah from Minnesota, hiking through the desert when they suddenly came across something that clearly did not belong there.
They've cut it in? Okay. Who does this kind of stuff? Yeah.
It's interesting how it comes right, it's right at.
Yeah.
It's pointed right at it.
That is just wild. Huh.
We gotta see if there's any writing. Heck is
Something that remains unexplained to this day. As they looked closer, it became obvious that the object had been intentionally placed. Someone had cut into the ground to install it, raising questions about who would do something like this in such a remote area. Standing before them was a cold metallic pillar, rising roughly 10 feet from the ground. It was smooth, with no visible markings or writing of any kind, which only added to the mystery. The strangest part was that absolutely no one knew how it got there, who placed it, or for what purpose. Authorities were never able to identify who installed the structure. The Utah monolith quickly sparked widespread conspiracy theories, largely because it appeared without warning in an isolated desert. Popular ideas included an alien or extraterrestrial origin, a secret military or government experiment, or even the possibility of a portal to another dimension. Despite all the speculation, these ideas remained theories, as no real explanation was ever confirmed. After the discovery went viral online, large numbers of visitors rushed to the site. Just 10 days later, the monolith disappeared. It was later revealed that a group had removed it due to concerns about environmental damage caused by the crowds. The idea of what might have happened if someone had touched it only adds to the unease. The thought of someone simply vanishing makes the mystery even more unsettling. The lack of answers makes this feel more than just a random art project and leaves room for many possibilities. What do you think it really was, and why was it placed so far from everything? In May 2025, what was supposed to be a simple camping outing turned into a tragedy. 2 Arizona high school students, 18-year-old Pandora Cayos Rude and 17-year-old Evan Clark, both enrolled at Arcadia High School, set out on a day trip to the Mount Ord area of the Tonto National Forest. They departed on May 25, 2025, with plans to return the following day. However, they never made it back. After the teenagers were reported missing, a search operation was initiated. On May 27, 2025, their bodies were found near a campsite in the remote Mount Ord region. The discovery immediately raised serious concerns, and investigators began working to determine what had occurred during the days they were missing. Evidence recovered from the scene, including DNA, eventually led authorities to 31-year-old Thomas Brown. Investigators stated that his DNA was connected not only to the victims, but also to their vehicle and nearby items. Brown was taken into custody and now faces 2 counts of first-degree murder. He is currently being held on a $2 million cash-only bond as the case continues. This case shows how quickly an ordinary outdoor trip can turn dangerous. What do you think happened during those missing days? A man was traveling through a remote desert region of the Arabian Peninsula when he noticed what he believed to be an Abu Fanu.
رابع ابو فانوس هذا ابو فانوس شفتوه اللي الشير هذا ابو فانوس واضح ابو فانوس شوفوا الحين يبدا يختفي شوفوا بدا يكبس شوفوا يختفي شفتوه شوف هذا موقع ابو فانوس الحال غير المواقع الاستراحات شوفوا اختفى شوفوا بدا يختفي شوفوا الحين يختفي عشان تعرفون ابو فانوس في واحد من الشباب شوف ولع ولع ثاني شوف هذا الجن ابو فانوس سم برب الكعبه انه جن ابو فانوس حلفت لكم بالله شفتوه هذا ابو فانوس شوف قاعد يكبس طلعوا الشله طلعوا شفتوهم ابو فانوس.
In local belief, Abu Fanu is described as a mysterious light that appears at night, slowly moving across the land. It is commonly associated with jinn and is believed to confuse or mislead travelers. According to stories, the light can draw people away from their path and guide them toward danger, such as hidden pits, rough ground, or total disorientation. Some even claim that chasing or following the light has caused people to become lost, exhausted, and unable to find their way back. Do you think this was really an Abu Fanu, or could there be another explanation? In 1960, a quiet area of the Arizona desert became the site of a chilling discovery. A schoolteacher walking near Sand Creek Wash, close to the town of Congress, Arizona, found the remains of a young girl. No one knew who she was. She had no name, no matching missing person report, and very few clues to investigate. With no identity to give her, authorities assigned a temporary name, Little Miss Nobody. For decades, her case remained one of Arizona's most heartbreaking mysteries. Despite years of work, investigators were unable to determine who she was or where she came from. More than 60 years later, advances in forensic science finally reopened the case. In 2022, investigators used modern DNA testing and genetic genealogy to identify the child. Her name was Sharon Lee Gallegos. Sharon was only 4 years old, and she was from New Mexico. On July 21, 1960, Sharon was playing in her grandmother's backyard in Albuquerque when she was taken. Witnesses reported seeing her leave with a woman, possibly accompanied by a man, but no clear suspect was identified at the time. 10 days later, on July 31, 1960, Sharon's remains were discovered in the Arizona desert, more than 500 miles from her home. The distance between where she disappeared and where she was found only made the case more disturbing. While Sharon finally has her name back, justice has not yet followed. Her death is still under investigation, and no arrests have been made. After more than 6 decades, Little Miss Nobody was no longer nobody, but the search for answers continues. That's all for tonight's video. Which encounter gave you chills? Let us know in the comments below. Got your own experience? We want to hear it. And whatever you do, don't miss what's coming next.